I'm David Jacoby. Jalen Jacoby, what is it that we do?
We give the people what they want.
Jalen, tell them why this is a very special episode of Jalen Jacoby.
It's a family affair. The head coach of the University of Michigan men's basketball team, Juwan Big New Howard, a #1 seed Wolverines, has taken time to graciously join the program. We appreciate it, Coach.
Come on, man. I appreciate you, man. It's an honor to be on your show, man. Thank you.
Coach, you had an amazing season with the Wolverines, such a season that you garnered a #1 seed in tournament, which is a great accomplishment, but also puts target on your team as you go through the tournament. How do you tell your team to deal with the pressures that the #1 seed?
Well, you have to look on the challenge, night in and night out. Every team, all 60 is under pressure to perform this time of the year. But we have to take one game at a time, and we're looking forward to that opponent, or we find out we play. Each and every day we've been working in practice, preparing this opponent on Saturday. Right now, we've been paired with the Texas Southern Mount St. Mary's.
We hate to see any player get injured at this point of the season, especially a senior. Like Isaiah Liver, who has done so much for the team, for the program. Can you talk about what your team is going to miss without him, and who you need to step in his absence?
Well, I know Jalen Rose to step, man. I know you have one left. You left after your junior year, so need you, brother. I got a jersey waiting for it with name on the back.
Let's get it.
Yeah. But their livers, you can just feel the issues with one individual. We have to do a collective unit. Every guy needs to step up their play on the offensive end and defensive end. Because what we're missing is a guy who's amazing talent, big, huge piece of our offense as far as, he provides on the floor, his leadership, his toughness, his shooting ability, his length, and also his bounce. But he's got brothers that's there for him. He's going to be there supporting him. But we're truly going to miss that.
Someone who's come on as the season has progressed is Mr. Dickinson, big and down low. Can you talk about development this season?
Oh, it's been great. It's been the coach that loves basketball. He's a big switch, want to give back each and every day. My best day when I come into practice, Hunter just reaching out to me, Coach, can we watch film? That's the joy of coaching. That's my life of why I'm doing this. And then, some of the work that we did on off days, or before practice, it's beautiful just to see his development, how he's growing game after game. The sky's the limit.
So, Coach, I'm in Orlando. My daughter's in volleyball. I'm enjoying pina coladas by the pool. And all of a sudden, I look at the television, and the coach of the University of Maryland made you unhappy. I was about to go get a flight, but then I realized Chi-Town came out of you, and you handled that. Something on the internet came about. Did he say anything about some banners, or what did he say to get you upset?
Well, first, he did not say anything about any banners. I don't know how that rumor started. But, basically, I was out of the coaching box. As I was on the court to explain to the referee that the ball's out of bounds, and that the angle that I saw is out of bounds, partially in our possession. Was turned around and said, "Hey, out of the box," and I just, we all right now. We're playing a game. It's a high-level game. He turned and looked at me, and he basically like, "Yo, you don't talk to me." And then the way how he formed, towards direction, it's like, all bets off. I felt like a man. I'm in my space, and it's time for me to defend myself. And he didn't show the right leadership into my team, but at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and let a man just run up on me and not expect for me to, say anything or I'll be ready, wherever it takes.
All I know is this, Coach, you showed amazing leadership, and I appreciate your humility. Because what the rest of the world may not know is we're all the same age, but Juwan is like 10 years older than everybody else. And so for him to get upset like this, that means the other person's at fault, not him. That's what I know.
Jay, I appreciate you always being my big supporter. You shoot it straight. People say you can 100, that's real. But I would never, ever reach in the way that I did unless I felt like I was being threatened. And clearly I was being threatened. And at that time, I had to defend myself. Not my players, anytime they're threatened, be ready to defend yourself as a young man. And I will support their decision. But I'm looking forward to moving on that situation. I think now there's a true understanding that I'm not going to allow anything like to happen. Sometimes people get fooled by the style and also the calm voice. But we all have a past. And unfortunately, I'm just happy that I have to go through that result.
Coach, you're always so sure and humble and never want to make it about yourself, but I have to ask, you're by yourself and putting yourself and thinking about where you are. You played on Michigan, a number one seed. Now you've coached Michigan to a number one seed. What does it feel like to rep your Maize and Blue like that?
Well, my passion for Michigan runs deep. I'm Maize and Blue all the way. Just like that experience as a player when we played together during that run, those 3 years, that was some of the best of my life. And I had a chance to grow with Jalen and others. And now this position, someone has said to be the coach, University of Michigan, I would say they lying, they crazy, I'm not coaching. But then the opportunity to have a chance to coach at alma mater, to make a run we did by getting comfortable and seeing whatever's thrown away, not making excuses for it. Each and every team, competing from start to finish. I give all the credit to players, staff, as well as managers, and to their families, because it's been a collective success of, not just the coach. And yes, I'm very happy with, what earned all levels, but at the same time, I'm so proud of, everyone being able to sacrifice during tough times and buying into the teaching and being able to apply it, trusting. That key word, trust. This is on all levels. I trust them. I earned their trust. They've earned. I trust them as well because they earned the trust.
Well said, Coach. And big shout out to C. Webb, who definitely be in the Hall of Fame. I don't know what everybody's waiting for. Shout out to Ray Jackson, Jimmy King, our others. Also, Coach, you guys did amazing tribute this year to John Thompson. And I know how much he meant not only to the coach fraternity overall, but as an African-American coach, that's a big man. So you're breaking a lot of barriers as somebody that's a big man coaching along with Patrick Ewing. Can you talk about that stigma as it relates to what you're now doing in your profession?
Yes, I have to echo the same words you said about John Thompson and the way how he has paved way for me and others, young black coaches, coach on the each level. Very wow. What he's been through during those times was very uncomfortable times. And what he's overcome, the success he's had, has been amazing and it's been inspiring. Now, see guys like Pat Ewing, the success he's been at his alma mater. Y'all look at Penny Hardaway, take a look at Lonzo Martin, Jock Martin, and many others. It's beautiful to see, how, everyone is really is done an amazing job with the program, and yeah, it's been a stigma out there that, best coaches are actually play our position. And I don't even look at all that type of stuff. Just know that, where I came from, how I learned game, great coach I played for, started on high school level, collegiate level, Steve Fisher, and then on NBA level. I've been able to be a sponge, grow, and with Eric Spoelstra and his staff, Fizdale, and Chris Quinn, and Craig, Keith Smart, and many others. I'm here because of those guys that really helped me grow to be the coach I am, and I will continue to have that growth mindset wherever I can to help my school to be the better version of myself every game, every year.
There's been some players that have used the hashtag not NCAA property in the lead to the tournament. How do you feel about that movement?
Well, those guys have a platform that I respect that they're using. They have a voice. They have every right to voice their opinions. And also, they had a name, image, and likeness that's coming soon. So I'm sure that is weighing on their minds. So you have to listen. And during these times, it's a very important moment where you have to listen to the voices and how we can develop some change that will help maximize our student athletes in their type of fashion.
Best of luck in the tournament. Coach, I have to ask one question before you get out of here. I know recruits play dirt pool. A lot of people are trying to out there, well, maybe Jawan is focused on the NBA. He ain't going to stay at Michigan long term. Can you talk about your coaching future in Ann Arbor?
Man, I'm in Ann Arbor, baby. I love Michigan and love my job. I'm enjoying the experience. I'm so looking forward to growing, like I said, each and every year, developing these young men to become the version of themselves as a student athlete. This is a dream job for me. I think my action last year showed how much I appreciate being in this position. NBA, it's a beautiful game. I have great coaches there, amazing, talented players, beautiful brand. I enjoyed that experience for 25 years, 19 as a player, as a coach. But that, I'm seeing you keep growing with me. Go blue.
Blue.
Coach, even before the tournament, this has been such an amazing season. Congrats on your accomplishment, everything that you have done, Michigan basketball. And you are welcome to come back to Jalen and Jacoby whenever you'd like. Thank you so much for joining us.
Man, thank you, fellas, man. And
10 on our podcast with Juwan Howard, but right now it is time for Keep Moving.
Whoop, tang, whoop, tang.
If you want us to topic, say hit the. If not, we will keep it moving and start with Luka dominating
Hit the brakes.
Clippers last night. We'll hit on that. Luka, 42 points on the Clippers and a big win. What do you think this says to the Clippers, Luka?
I think Luka was an equal opportunity employer because he was making sure that it didn't matter who was guarding, putting them on skate and doing the work. But I was looking at Clippers and saying the exact same thing I said coming out of the bubble, coming out of the training camp. What did I say about the Clippers as they added Red Jackson and they continue to add a couple of people, my Detroit Pistons? What did I say?
That you wanted Williams, Reggie Jackson, Luke Card, and Pat Bev be one person, not four people.
Jacoby, until it's addressed, Clippers will continue to be Jekyll and Hyde.
Absolutely. Look for them to address point guard position before the playoffs. Now, we have the details about a potential offer that would have brought Russell Wilson to Chicago. Moving to hit the brakes.
Nah, Chi-Town. You don't have to do this. Nah,
we know what this is.
No.
We know what this is.
We know what this is. We gonna keep moving. Had your chance.
This is one office telling the fan we tried, and now enjoy it, Andy Dalton. The Bucks got a big overtime win. The 76ers keeping it hit the brakes.
Hit the brakes.
Giannis Antetokounmpo had 30. 10 of those 32 were in overtime. What do you think about the Sixers without Joel Embiid?
I think Giannis was purpose living his best life, knowing that they were short-handed. It was kind of like what LeBron did to the Utah Jazz players during the All-Star draft. He knows that he might see Sixers. He knows that he's put Dwight Howard in the blender. He knows he sat on the floor in Philly, ate a cheesecake after the game. The only thing could have been worse is if he ran to the Rocky statue or he went to Delilah's that night. He's disrespectful. Oh, my goodness.
That was a Delilah's reference. We got to keep it moving. PJ Tucker is on the move to Milwaukee. Keep moving and hit the brakes.
He's going to be a welcome addition. He's going to make some more shots, give him another guy to give him toughness front, keep it moving.
We keep moving. We keep moving.
Look now. The Celtics are kind of trash. Keep it moving to brakes.
Juwan Howard has defense called PJ Tucker. Celtics hit the brakes.
We'll hit the brakes on that. Jalen Rose, the Celtics didn't lose to the Cavs. They lost 7 to the Cavs and now have same record as Hawks. What going on in Boston?
You don't just lose Gordon Hayward, Scary Terry, and Kyrie Irving and not their productive. They traded for Milwaukee. He was third team All-NBA. He wasn't an All-Star this year. They've drafted at the center spot. They've taken a couple swings. Oh my God, Rod Crew. But they've come up short in filling that spot. So because of that, you got Tatum, All-NBA. Jaylen Brown, All-Star. You have Marcus Smart, one of the greatest two guys in the game. And you know what else you have? Pieces that necessarily fit around them.
It's a good
That's
point.
what I see.
Want to give Sexland out as well. They've had some big wins this season that will end up in
Just
lottery.
wanted to say that.
I love saying Sexland. I love saying Sexland. Jalen Rose, there is a new word that had been adopted into the dictionary.com, and that was finna. Explain to people that look like me what finna means.
Man, I thought he was going to say a real word. Come on, man. I should have been moving. Finna in the dictionary.
Finna has not been in the dictionary. If I'm finna start using...
I'm finna upset if you don't, I don't say finna all of the freaking time.
I can fix my lips and say finna. I can't say lit. I can't say finna. There's certain words that I just can't say. I can say Dixon too, but I cannot say finna. I'm not going to start working that vocabulary.
What about outa? Or shoulda?
I can say that. Shoulda everybody says. Jalen Rose, when we come back, James Harden did again. He on an absolute tear deck here at Pearson Team in the South Street Sport. Welcome back to Jalen and Jacoby. Jalen Rose. James Harden had 40 points, 10 rebounds, and 15 boards last night against the Pacers. He's an absolute tear. What do you think about this freak from James?
He's a soundtrack, nothing but smooth sailing tonight. That's what I see. Seems like James Harden so very under control, Jacob, a lot more efficient. Doesn't necessarily have to take as many drills to get his points because his role changed with the net. Still getting you high-figure rebounds, in particular for somebody that's the primary ball handler. And he's been somebody who led the league in assists in the past. The most unique offensive weapon in the history of the league.
14-1 in their last 15 games, and now tied with the Sixers atop the Eastern Conference. Jalen, before we end the show, what is the message that we have for our Asian brothers and sisters during this time?
Stop Asian hate, and we stand with you. We definitely stand with you here at Jalen Jacoby. And by the way, if you're judging others by their skin color, by their background, and by their creed in a negative light, the reflection of you.
Well put, Mr. Rose. We'll be back tomorrow on ESPN at 2 p.m.